New facts have now been added to the baffling case of the Peking Man, the invaluable relic, whose 500,000-year-old remains were first unearthed near Peking a half-century ago, only to disappear 15 years later. Accusations, bitter feelings, international politics, rumors, violence, conflicting stories, all have dogged the ghostly footsteps of this prehistoric being, whose remains are beyond price to frustrated scientists and are revered as a national treasure by the People's Republic of China. Help us find the Peking Man, Janus was implored in China in June 1972, when, in the wake of President Nixon's peace mission to China, Janus visited there on behalf of a foundation sponsoring teacher-student exchanges and cultural symposiums. Anyone who brings back the Peking Man, he was told, will be a hero to the Chinese people. Janus immediately threw himself into the search upon his return and offered a $5,000 reward for information leading to the recovery of the relics. He was soon on the track of 2 hot leads. Several hundred replies poured in from people who read newspaper stories about the search, and one had a ring of authenticity. A Chinese-born New York businessman contacted him with the information that a friend in Taiwan, who was high in the Chiang Kai-shek regime, had a footlocker filled with Peking Man fossils. Janus met with the businessman and was told that a great deal of violence had been connected with getting the fossils and that the Taiwanese family was terribly afraid. But if there was enough money involved, the businessman thought the family might be willing to hand over the fossils. The money eventually mentioned was in the neighborhood of $750,000. Janus said he wanted to see evidence first, and negotiations began slowly.